This is Future Tech, where each week we discuss the good, the bad, and the ugly of where tech is headed in 2023 and beyond. We are talking about the drama that unfolded at CNET after it was revealed that the outlet was low-key using AI to write articles. We're now joined by Blake Montgomery, deputy editor at Gizmodo. And Blake, what went down this week?
So on Twitter, people started to notice that some CNET articles sounded sort of strange, and then they ran them through GPT-0, sorry, which is a detection software basically for AI written articles. And it came back that these were probably written by AI, and then people started to notice that the bylines were the CNET money team or the CNET, had no names
Very
involved.
cryptic, right?
Very cryptic. And then when we asked CNET, when we were reporting, they said, yes, this was written by AI and edited by our human editors. And it turns out they've been doing this for months. There are 70 stories that have been written since November.
And since this whole revelation came to light, they've had to do a lot of corrections, right?
And pretty major corrections. There are instances where ChatGPT or whatever AI they're using got math just egregiously, very obviously wrong in a way that you'd be surprised that a computer would get it wrong.
You know, of course, are both editors. Can you imagine having to edit for an AI? What do you think that would be like?
I feel like I could. I think I would just have to fact check it a lot more intensively. I don't think, the AI doesn't have the backstop that is the thing in your brain that says, wait, that sounds wrong when you look at two numbers right next to each other. And CNET now, unfortunately, they're reviewing every single article that's been written with AI because of the major corrections that they've had to issue. I think editing, it would be high stakes. You'll probably be editing a lot more because the AI can write a lot faster than a human can.
Yeah, and I edited one of the stories that one of our writers wrote about this, and I, as the human editor, editing a human's piece about bad edits from an AI piece, I definitely did my due diligence with that piece. But I think for me, if I were to have to ever edit an AI, at least you wouldn't feel bad for rewriting a lot of it.
I guess so. You know that it can rewrite the whole draft within 3 seconds.
Be like, hey, we're cutting this. They're not gonna take it personally.
It's never gonna feel like you told it that it did a bad job.
What do you think is next for, AI-generated news articles or just, AI-generated content in general? Is there, I don't know, plagiarism, concerns? If they're parsing the internet and taking pieces of other people's stuff?
So far, we haven't seen outright plagiarism where an AI will just take whole sentences or paragraphs from something that already exists. Okay. The way that AI-generated text works is that it guesses what word should come next based on a body of trillions of words and hundreds and thousands of millions of sentences. So that's why you get sometimes AI generated sentences that sound so strange. It guesses wrong of what word should come next. But in that sense, because it's guessing, it is random in the way that you and I think of random writing rather than copy pasting.
Yeah, it's kind of like when you and your friend are in a conversation, it's oh my gosh, it's we can just finish each other's
sentences.
Right, and sometimes you can, sometimes you can't.
And sometimes you get it wrong, sandwiches.
And sometimes you issue a lot of corrections as a result.